Welcome back to Media Dumpster, and boy do I have a weird episode for you because today we're looking at Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, a popular web series on YouTube that consisted of 6 episodes, first dropping in July 2011 and the final one dropping in June 2016. Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is an impossible thing to describe, which is why legends like Muppet did their best to add some reasoning to the chaos. Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared absolutely scarred me as a child, as its various episodes start off as harmless children's material, introducing a lesson with a catchy song, but eventually devolving into horror and mayhem. I love this series a lot, and since we always look over fucked up shit on this channel, I figured why not add this into the mix? We've looked at weird puppet content before, but Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is truly its own unique brand of weird. How weird, you may ask? Well, let's jump into it. This is Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. Episode 1 begins with a trio of friends at the kitchen table on June 19th. There's Red Guy, Yellow Guy, and Duck. Before you know it, this notepad comes alive to start singing a song about creativity.
What's your favorite idea? Mine is being creative.
How do you get that idea?
I just try to think creatively. Now when you look at this orange, tell me please, what do you see?
I see that bastard annoying orange I had to watch for like 3 hours last year. I can still hear his laugh. She teaches them how to open their minds up to imagination, and soon they're able to get super creative, like seeing things in the clouds.
Come on, take another look.
Oh wait, I can see a hat, I can see a cat, I can see a man with a baseball bat.
It's all well and good until Yellow Guy decides to paint a picture of a clown and Notepad denies it and subsequently ruins it with black paint. It's a total dick move, and the first sign that something may be amiss here. The abuse of Yellow Guy continues when she asks the guys what their favorite colors are.
Blue. Red. Green.
Green is not a creative color.
If green isn't a creative color, then how come I can do so many cool things with a green screen? Yeah, that's what I thought, bitch. The trio begin to get creative, and at first all seems to be well with googly eyes, glitter, and letters. And oh, human hearts, oh shit! Soon things get three-dimensional, and then the guys have growth spurts or something. Look how big their heads are! Also, look at Yellow Guy busting a move. Woo! Get those creative juices flowing, Yellow Guy! It all culminates in a bunch of very disturbing images like a bloody cake, a piece of flesh, the guys losing their fucking minds, and Duck spelling out death.
Now let's all agree to never be creative again.
Yeah, that's probably for the best. Episode 1 remains the highest viewed episode of the series with 81 million views. I gotta give a pat on the back to directors Becky Sloan and Joseph Pelling for doing such a ballsy, off-the-walls video. They love making weird and dark stuff like this, and that makes them pretty fucking cool in my opinion. Episode 2 begins with the guys sitting in their living room on June 19th waiting for a TV show to start. Loving the new look, by the way, Yellow Guy. Time was good to you. A clock begins talking, which confuses the hell out of Red Guy.
What? Who is that?
He begins to sing about how time works, and I'm sorry, is that the clown portrait Yellow Guy made? It's amazing how many times I've seen these episodes, and I still miss things.
Let's go on a journey through all time, a time that's changing all the time, it's time to go to time.
The clock singing, as well as a bunch of the other voices in the show, was done by Baker Terry, who also wrote the series. Baker even did a guest appearance on a Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared inspired episode of The Amazing World of Gumball. If you thought the notepad was a dick, then I'm sorry to say the clock is not that much better either. We also meet Yellow Guy's dad, Roy. Charming guy. The clock then talks about how updated time is now and how many new things you can do, like sending emails and
My dad is a computer.
watching porn by the looks of it. Roy, you need to turn that shit off or you're gonna get my video taken down. After a weird detour involving fish, the guys start to question the clock on what the deeper meaning of time really is. He doesn't take kindly to Duck's analysis. Okay, ow, that hurt me just to see that. Things start to get even more unsettling when the clock starts to show how fast time can pass and it starts to age the guys dramatically.
Make it stop.
Yeah, little kid AJ probably shouldn't have watched this. Episode 3 begins with the trio in the woods having a picnic. Apparently they've been missing since June 19th? Huh, weird.
pesky bee.
Okay, that was kind of harsh, Duck. Also, you guys might want to freshen up your education on insects. Maybe someone can come and sing to you about them, because that was a butterfly.
I hope you don't mind if I ask you a question.
A little baby pigeon.
Okay, never mind insects. Just fucking educate them about any animal, because apparently that's a pigeon. So this butterfly is here to teach Yellow Guy about the joy of love, and oh, dude, you spelled that wrong. Does anyone learn anything in this world? Meanwhile, Red Guy and Duck admire their chicken picnic, which is fucking gross, by the way. The chicken isn't even cooked, and Duck, aren't those your relatives in some capacity? I'm getting concerned. Yellow Guy meets the butterfly's friends, and they seem like a really loving bunch. Some of them too loving.
You love us too.
I love you too, furry boy.
Harder.
That will never not make me laugh. Duck and Red Guy ate all that chicken, by the way. Duck seems kind of triggered by the whole situation.
And we have finished the chicken picnic.
So Yellow Guy is told that he needs to find his special one, and when he doubts his ability to do so, they start telling him the story of Michael.
Ugly and weak, they called him a freak. So he lived on his own underground. He lived on his own underground. He lived on his own underground.
You see, everyone has a special one.
No, I don't see. He died alone in a fucking hole in the ground. I've really tried to hold my tongue, but you guys are fucking mental.
And now we all worship our king. Our king.
Huh?
Our king. His name is Malcolm. He is the king of love.
We must feed him.
We must feed him gravel.
Yeah, you see my point? This is some cult shit. Thankfully, Yellow Guy wakes up before it gets too midsummer up in there, just in time to receive a leftover egg from Duck.
Father! Pesky bee.
You bet your ass that image stayed in my mind a long time after I first watched this. Good on you, Duck. I support that murder. Episode 4 begins with the lads playing a trivia game on June 19th. When they get a question they can't seem to answer, the globe begins to sing.
Wow, look.
I'm a computer.
Whoa, dude. Fuck off. Don't do that ever again. Seriously, can we go back to the globe? He looked a lot nicer. So the computer disregards their questions and instead explains all the various skills it possesses. Red Guy has had enough, though, so he decides to shut the computer up.
Shut up! Don't touch me!
What?
After a series of glitches,
Back off.
Welcome to my digital home.
I don't know what that was about. Where was I? Oh, yeah, after they enter the digital world, they start learning about what all it can offer.
Wow, look, a pie chart.
Digital style.
Do a digital dancing. Hey, this is fun.
Okay, that doesn't seem too bad. Until they exhaust their options to the point of them being non-existent. Things continue to go off the rails, and the digital dancing gets out of hand. Yellow Guy and Duck are still linked within the computer as Red Guy follows a cord leading into another room.
I am a stupid one. I am going to paint a picture of a clown. My dad has a computer. You are not invited to the party.
Wait, what?
And he's dead. Well, to be fair, my brain would explode too after all the digital dancing. Episode 5, the penultimate episode, begins with Yellow Guy and Duck in their kitchen on June 19th. They can't help but feel their absence of Red Guy.
Fish and chips. Steak and beef. Chicken chow. Grapes and...
Oh, okay, never mind that. We got a loaf of bread drumming.
Are you hungry?
Oh, dude, Jesus, fuck off.
That's your body.
Fucking hell, you guys gotta stop entering the frame like that. Seriously, you're gonna give me a heart attack. This piece of meat is the biggest character we've had so far, and I don't like the way that he's poking Duck with that fork. How you feel about that, Duck?
Get off me.
They continue to creepily get closer to the pair. Seriously, get your fucking hand off Duck, and they sing about eating healthy. Don't do it, Duck. Don't fucking do it.
Hello?
I need to know what's right from.
Well, that doesn't bode well for him. Anyway, let's get back to the lesson here. They're talking about how the body processes food.
But the bad, not healthy foods are very rude and must leave through the cat flap.
Rude!
That doesn't make sense.
Duck starts to feel uneasy, especially after they turn the phone into a sandwich, and the lesson continues to get more eerie.
Oh no, look, it's all broken and on the floor.
Everything tastes great. But maybe we should wait before we put it on
Duck's gonna crash out.
the plate. Or it could be too late.
Well, I hope tipping over that camera was worth it, because the next time we see Duck, he's getting devoured in an extremely disturbing scene. Jesus Christ. I guess he didn't have the guts to hear the rest of the song. Yeah, you bet that just happened. It appears Yellow Guy has devoured Duck, and the episode ends with Red Guy being revealed as the one who was calling. Okay, we've made it to the finale. It's June 19th, and the Yellow Guy is all alone. Son of a bitch, can you guys just fuck off? So this asshole Lamp starts singing about dreams, but I guess he just wasn't feeling it because he cuts the song short to torture Yellow Guy.
Bad dream! Bad dream!
Yellow Guy drowns in oil, and we're then shifted to a flashback of the Red Guy, or at least that's what the theory is. This is all before the events of the previous episodes. Red Guy is the most creative one in his department, and he even performs the creativity song at an open mic night to try and sell his idea to his friends. It doesn't go too well, but there is one person who seems to be captivated. Roy, Yellow Guy's father. It seems as though he gave Red Guy what he always wanted, a television show, where his son is one of the stars. And the fact that this is a TV show has kind of been teased all throughout the entire series. There's the cameras during the 3D segment in the first one, Red Guy asking someone off camera who the clock is in the second, the fourth wall break in the fourth, and of course Duck knocking over the camera in the fifth. Red Guy finds a machine that seems to be controlling all of these different characters popping in to teach lessons, and he tries to put a stop to it. Dude, Red Guy behind you! It's Roy. Don't ask me why he's got a long-ass arm, he just does. Anyway, he seems to not want his son's torment to end. He's used this opportunity to trap his son in this TV show, making him relive days over and over and over in a Groundhog Day situation. That's why I've made a point of saying it's June 19th at the beginning of every episode. Red Guy decides to pull the plug on the show, and it seems like everything resets. They even get to be their favorite colors from the first episode. The series ends with the day changing from June 19th to June 20th as the notepad starts a song which hopefully doesn't end in a bloodbath. And that's one of the craziest web series that you can find out there. Obviously everyone has their own theories, but it's pretty hard to argue against MatPat, so that's why I used his explanation. This has a ton of work put into the effects, both practical and digital. There's so many well-made puppets as well, even the ones that barely appear in the episodes. If you believe in MatPat's research, it's also just a really satisfying story. Red Guy frees his friends from Roy's control and finally gets to do a television show his own way. I hope you guys enjoyed this weird visit to the wild side of YouTube, and maybe we'll do it again sometime if I find a series just as weird. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching another episode of Media Dumpster, and remember, be creative. Goodbye. On the next Media Dumpster, a certain shape-shifting clown is making his return to HBO Max. But before he does, we're going to see how he met his embarrassing demise in It Chapter 2. The Losers Club are back after 27 years to finally face their biggest threat yet. There will be granny titties, so if that doesn't encourage you to watch, I don't know what will. If you're down, make sure to watch It Chapter 2. Stay away from those storm drains, and witness as I dissect what went wrong with this last trip to Derry, Maine. See you there.